40 seconds in. Do a barrel roll. Never mind. Hey everyone, how's it going? My name's Adam, or Vox, and welcome to Forum Friday for the week of April 24th, 2015. As always, this is the show where I feature your comments and questions and answers and discussion topics in the video and discuss it with you all. Last week, I asked you all what you thought the perfect support system for YouTube / Google / etc. would be. Interesting responses for last week's questions. BBK Dragoon said, the copyright system currently is a joke. They need to devote more manpower to working with networks and partners to remove false claims. So many false claims and abuses. Do I have a perfect solution? No. But they certainly have the income and budget to prioritize this. I despise YouTube's hands-off approach. And that's my biggest problem with it at the moment, is the hands-off nature of the situation. They basically do nothing, and so they just refuse to work with you, and it's kind of hard, especially when companies are just kind of automatically making thousands of video claims. It's kind of hard to get one of them to pay attention to you and remove a claim on your individual video, because who are you to them? Nobody. Janemba Does, aka FFX12 Maniac, says, make any partnered YouTube account get 10 strikes instead of 3 or something. Make it 14 days for accounts with more than 1,000 subs on copyright disputes. I do think some sort of like limitation like that would be good. However, literally every YouTube account ever can become partnered now. There is no difference between partnered accounts and normal YouTube accounts. You just enable monetization and you're a partnered account. Networks no longer play a role in that, nor are they that significant. So definitely the 3-strike system still kind of needs to stay in place, but something does need to be done about it. Make it 14 days for accounts with more than 1,000 subs. It would probably have to be more than like 10,000 or something, some sort of bigger number, because again, just giving it to lower numbers gives it to everyone, and 1,000 subscribers really, like, it seems like a lot sometimes, but it's not in the long run in the grand scheme of how many YouTube channels are up over 1,000 subscribers or at 1,000 subscribers that could easily break the rules. But again, something like that needs to be done, and I almost want to say, like, if a company repeatedly, say Nintendo or Square Enix, repeatedly makes claims on your videos and you appeal the claim and they never respond until it just expires, I think once a company has done that a couple times, it should like decrease to like half a month or something, to where the claims no longer last as long. Because that's really freaking frustrating, as I have tons of videos that Square Enix and Nintendo have claimed, and I appealed, and they're just waiting it out and not responding to it. That's unacceptable, and that's just bullying people into giving them their money. Not okay. So we should get some more leeway with that. I'm also currently fighting a copyright strike on my channel for that Halo Online gameplay video. Obviously, I knew it would get attention, but using a strike as that kind of method is also not acceptable. That's what the Content ID claim system is, if you have a legitimate copyright claim on my video. And I would have been more okay with it if they did it on the tutorial, because the tutorial was showing people how to play the game in a way that the company does not want them to do, and therefore that could be seen as infringing on their copyright. But just playing the game? Absolutely not. That's not acceptable. So I sent them an email, because basically my options are to get them to retract the strike or to submit a counterclaim. This is different than a Content ID dispute, because you're actually dealing with actual like legal copyright claims. And so the other option would, well, I have 3 options. The one's to get them to retract it, one's to submit a counterclaim, and then the only other way to keep my video from getting reinstated is to sue me. And then the third option is to let it expire. I did the little copyright school thing, which is just basically like driver school if you get a ticket. And I answered the questions all correctly without even watching the video. And then it'll expire in October. I sent them an email. They gave me their contact information. I sent them an email with my video ID saying, hey, I've gotten a strike on this video. I've went ahead in good faith taking down my other Halo Online videos. I will offer voluntary just taking down the videos and not putting up any more Halo Online videos in exchange for you retracting the claim, as a voluntary agreement. I have yet to receive a response. I'm going to give it 7 days from my original email. Send a follow-up email saying you have 7 days or I am submitting a counter dispute, which is basically a see you in court kind of thing. I'm going to assume that a small Russian company working with Microsoft making a game has better things to do than to sue me as an American over a single YouTube video. However, if they do not respond to the second email, I will still consider just waiting the 6 months for it to expire. But it's still really frustrating because it removes features from my account and things like that. And it's goofy features, but things that make things very inconvenient, like unlisted videos I can't do, which is just kind of stupid, and a couple small things like that. And I'm not okay with that. And frankly, the way they striked the video is not acceptable. And so I need a way of getting past that, but YouTube is completely hands off, so I have no way of doing that other than saying sue me or leave my video alone. Which I may do, because are they really going to sue me over me playing their game? No, they're not going to get anywhere with that. Despite what people want to say, a video is not illegal. My video of their game is not illegal, so if they want to pursue copyright things, there's a content ID system for that. Sure, go ahead, say it's your game. I don't care. Putting a strike on my account when I need that for my business? Screw you, not gonna happen. Polar Lion says, I really don't see support or copyright system changing anytime soon, and that's because, like you mentioned in the video, YouTube is just way too big. As for the copyright rules, I believe a change will be made once laws are updated. But one step YouTube could take to especially help smaller channels on YouTube is to try to better educate people on how the rules work, so a little less confusion when claims are made. I'm always hesitant for this option, because to start, obviously, I think everyone should be more educated about copyright issues, and I see so much misinformation and just blatant nonsense referring to copyright on YouTube going around that I just want to scream at people sometimes, because they're just spouting pure ignorance about it, thinking they know what they're doing. The only reason I've done so well with copyright things on YouTube is because I actually have an education on copyright as part of my journalism degree. We went over copyright a lot. I studied copyright law quite a bit because it was interesting to me, because it relates directly to my work. And so pretty much any claim on any video I can get taken off if I have, if I thought it was appropriate to use the thing in the first place. Obviously, that's where the line is drawn, as if I believed I had the rights to use it in the first place, but I did. The issue, though, is that 90% of the time, claims are made on things that shouldn't be made, and then people freak out. And YouTube itself is not going to provide the proper wording for why this happens. They never will. The issue is the automated system automatically picks up false flags, and the game company is like, yeah, that's our footage, or AdRev is like, yeah, that's our music, even though they just hold licenses for everyone, and then you just have to appeal it. But YouTube's not going to do that, because that's a dangerous road for them to walk. Because then that's just basically admitting a flawed system. It's fighting against the people making the claims. They can't do that. So the quote-unquote education of copyright rules would not really be enough, because they already provide that. People just don't bother to dig through YouTube support or the creator's handbook or all. They have a lot of help and education resources for YouTube. Nobody really bothers to look at them. They're like, oh, that doesn't apply to my channel. Look, that's super famous vlogger person. That doesn't matter to me. Instead of listening to what people actually have to say. And so the issue is it really is in the flaws in the system, not so much in their education levels. Although that does help, because like I said, I can still fight against it. It's just a pain in the ass that the system is so broken to begin with. And even I have trouble getting claims off because companies, like I said, just don't respond, or they just keep pursuing claims on things they shouldn't. All right. I need a drink of water real quick. Wow, that was a lot of talking. I want to jump to a happier note for this week's video, just to end things on a happy note, because you're watching this on Friday, so I will have Monday after today of classes, and then that will be my last day of classes of my entire undergraduate career in college/university. And I'm freaking stoked. I still have 2 days of final stuff on the following week, and a couple online assignments for my online class. But then I'm done with school, and it's going to be absolutely crazy. And I'm excited. So let's end this week on a positive note. My question to you, why do you game? Why do you play video games? Why do you do anything involving video games? What compels you to play games? Let me know in the comment section down below. I personally love gaming because it allows me to enjoy life a lot more, to see alternate perspectives of life, and often to escape my own life. And it just generally makes me happy to go around and explore fantasy worlds. The same reason that people read and watch movies and stuff. And I get that a lot from shows and movies. And especially when I really need to bury is such a weird word. It's not bury, B-E-R-R-Y. It's bury, B-U-R-Y. Bury. We say bury, but that's also bury. B-E-R-R-Y. I don't know. When I'm dealing with stress or anxiety or just a lot of workload, etc., and I need to really bury in a game, or bury in something, I end up watching a lot of shows and movies because I can just totally turn my mind off and just escape into another world. But when I just really want to enjoy myself and get through that, then I play games because it's a lot more interactive and I get to feel like I'm making a difference in the world, in that game world, and things like that. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below. Be sure to comment, like, and subscribe. My name's Adam, or Vox. Sorry again for the lack of videos this week. I had a lot of weird scheduling issues with the videos for last week, which bumped one over to this week, and then I never properly had time to film. But I actually have some really, really good videos lined up for the next couple weeks. I just have to get through school and finals and graduation, and then videos are going to be awesome because I have so many in the works. I have some really cool review products coming. I've got some tutorials I want to do, and then I've got the usual videos that are just, it's going to be great. So keep an eye out on the channels. By the way, if you're still watching, I have completely finished Halo Spartan Strike. So over the next week or so, that series is going to fully finish out over on the TF2 channel, as well as I will be putting up my Medal of Honor Warfighter Let's Play. I've already completely finished that game before I finished Halo Spartan Strike, and so that series will be rolling out as well. I'm still going to try to get some TF2 videos up there, and then I'm going to move on to something else. And it's going to be awesome, because I'm playing video games and I'm enjoying it. So, yeah. Have a great one, guys. See you later.